We are live. Let me get set up first. You guys know the drill. I'm excited about today's podcast, of course, on location. Two of my great friends. Once we get started here, got to share to our personal page. Come on. Give me 1 second. A little technical difficulties. Go ahead and go like this. Airplane on. Airplane on. What we will do. We are just going to go with it right now because I'm having issues with my cell phone, but we're going to go with it. You ready? And welcome to the Super Terb Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Turbot, your local real estate expert with the Untitled Group, Coldwell Banker, HPW, a.k.a. Coach Terb, a.k.a. Super Terb. And I'm here on location with two of my great friends, John and Tania Molite, at Manhattan Pizza at their newest location in Holly Springs. This is my first time here to Holly Springs, so I can't wait to have them on. They're sitting right here next to me, and they're going to tell them more about their story, how they got started, and what they love to do. But you know, guys, the drill here. I started this podcast last fall to talk business, real estate, sports, and beer in the triangle. So I always like to take this opportunity to bring on entrepreneurs, business owners, coaches, you name it, but also sprinkle in a little bit of real estate tips here in the Raleigh-Durham triangle area. And guys, it is absolutely insane right now in the real estate market. If you guys have been keeping up, I know you guys are hearing constantly, there's no better time to sell. There's no better time to sell. Our inventory right now, we've about 2 weeks of inventory here in Wake County. And since May, really since Easter, the biggest thing that I have seen change in our market is the escalation of due diligence. If you guys aren't familiar with due diligence, that's the money in our state. When you write a contract, you give the seller non-refundable money when you go under contract on the home to tell them how serious you are buying the home. Once you close on the home, it is credited back to you. But prior to Easter, you know, we had high due diligence, but would you believe me, John, that since Easter, we're getting $50,000 and $100,000 due diligence checks? We're having over 70 people move here a day. And due to that fact, we're having a lot of people moving from places like California, New York, Florida, Michigan, and they're coming with a lot of liquid from the homes they've sold, where their homes are 2, 3, 4 times as much as ours, and they're bringing cash. So that is the biggest thing that we are seeing in our market today. So when we are educating both our buyers and sellers, we're really wanting to set the game plan, create the right expectation, and let everybody know, you know, what they're entering when they enter into the real estate market, because unfortunately there are some buyers in this market that just can't enter into this game. So if you're thinking about selling, there is no better time. So please reach out to me. At least do a no obligation market analysis to tell you what our home is worth, what our team can do to market and make max value for you. You guys will be blown away, I think, with the numbers that we say. So I'm going to take a quick break. On the other side, I'm going to have John and Tania, who are right next to me at their great store in Holly Springs. Let them tell them a little bit more about what you guys do and what you guys have to offer. So we'll be right back. And welcome back to the Super Terb Podcast. Again, I'm your host, Michael Turbot, your local real estate expert with the Untitled Group, Coldwell Banker, HPW. And again, I'm here on location at Manhattan Pizza at Holly Springs, and I have John Molite and Tania Molite. You guys say hello.
Afternoon.
All right, so anybody that's watching right now for the first time, tell them who you are, where you're from, and maybe when you moved to the area.
Tania.
Okay, I'm Tania Molite. This is my husband, John, next to me. We are the owners of Manhattan Pizza here in Holly Springs and North Raleigh. We moved here about 10 years ago from Connecticut. Prior to that, I'm originally from Florida, West Palm Beach, Florida, and then met my husband, and he just dragged me along different adventures with the company that he used to work for. We just kept getting transferred. So love North Carolina. Love being here with my family. We have 3 kids. They all work with us. They all enjoy our time here since we've gotten involved with Manhattan Pizza.
All right, fantastic.
I'm originally from New York. Met Tania down in Florida as I was in college, and we've had a great adventure since, and really the ride's just beginning.
All right, so let's start from the beginning. What made you guys start or own? Can tell everybody a little bit about Manhattan Pizza.
Yeah, so
because it's a national chain, correct?
Yeah, it's a regional chain that is based out of Northern Virginia. So there's about 16 locations overall outside of the Washington, D.C. area. There's a couple in Maryland, and then we are the first ones here in North Carolina. Been in business for over 20 years, Manhattan Pizza. The original, the owners, the family's originally from New York. They had relocated back years ago in Virginia in their first shop in Ashburn.
So you guys are the first in North Carolina.
We are the first in North Carolina, and quite frankly, we're the first, you could say, external franchisee owners, because a lot of the owners up there in Virginia, they're either family members or they've been folks that worked with them for a very, very long time. So we're truly kind of the first external franchisee owners down here in North Carolina.
So what did you do before Manhattan Pizza?
So before Manhattan Pizza, had a brief, my career really has been in retail. 18 years in a national retailer. I guess I could share the name, Toys R Us and Babies R Us.
Yeah.
I've been with them for 18 years, worked at the store level, district level, regional office, corporate office several times. That's how we relocated first from Florida to New Jersey. Then Tanya never seen snow before until she moved to New Jersey. And then figured that wasn't enough snow for us. So I moved her up to Connecticut.
Oh,
and then there was plenty of snow for her up there. And so get me the heck out of here. So we came down here. I was still with the company and left again after 18 years. And then got into the restaurant business. Some friends of ours who own restaurant here in the Raleigh area brought me on board. I was with them for about 9 months, and then Tanya just said, John, we could do this ourselves. So we got introduced to the Manhattan Pizza brand, and the rest is, kind of history right now.
That's a big decision just to, and then so your first location was Falls Point, North Raleigh.
Correct.
I remember doing that local business spotlight a couple of years ago. Seems like yesterday.
It sure does.
And then, so at what point did you guys say, all right, it's time to expand? Because now you have multiple locations. So tell everybody listening and watching, where your Manhattan Pizzas are, because it's one of my favorites. And so they need to know where to come get some great food.
Sure. So interestingly enough, we opened up about 3 years ago at that Raleigh Falls Point location. And about a month after we opened, we actually signed a lease for here in Holly Springs. And it's just taken a while to get started. Construction, for there's a new shopping plaza, so construction on the plaza got delayed for almost about a year. And we got started in September of 2019 with our construction, and we were moving along, humming along, and then something called this pandemic kind of snuck up on everybody. So we weren't done with our construction, and we had a decision to make. Do we just move full steam ahead, or we put the brakes on things? And quite frankly, we were just too far along in the process. We wanted to get people jobs, and quite frankly, we saw this as an opportunity to be a service to the community, especially as things were getting shut down and stuff. So we actually accelerated our store opening, and just very proud of the team that we have here and what they did, and the community here in Holly Springs has just been phenomenal.
And it's amazing how fast Holly Springs is growing. Now, how many employees do you have working for you?
So in this location here, we have approximately about 30. And in our Raleigh location, we have 20. And again, I say the customers here in Holly Springs have been amazing. And that's not to say the folks in Raleigh, they've been with us from the very beginning and just been amazingly supportive of us through all of this.
Now, John, you or Tanya at the beginning mentioned, when you started with Manhattan, and what was the reason for Manhattan? Like, why did you say that's the right franchise I want to do or latch on with?
Sure. So we were introduced, to Manhattan Pizza, to the franchise from one of Tanya's cousins. And that's how we got introduced to the Manhattan Pizza brand. But for us, it was really, about finding, first of all, something that we can stand behind. The menu is we're good.
Yeah,
we're
back.
more than just pizza. There's something on the menu for everyone, and so that was first. We need to be proud to stand behind the product that we're going to serve. Secondly, it's about really the community. What do we stand for? And that was one thing that attracted us to the Manhattan Pizza brand. Jack Azar, who's the owner of the company, president, CEO. He is all about community relations, and that's what we're about. It's very important for us to wake up every day and love what we do, but beyond just loving what we do, it's also being able to be a good member of the community. And Manhattan Pizza, the franchise, they're all about giving back, and that's what we like to do.
Well, it's amazing. It's funny you say that because, well, not funny, but it's great you say that because I know whenever I come into your stores, just how friendly your staff is. Everyone's there to welcome you. It's very family oriented. I know when I coached basketball, we had our banquet pizza, party after there. You have the gelato. Is that correct?
We have gelato.
Yeah, and that's cool. The desserts are amazing. But you touched on the menu being so, you have such a variety.
Sure.
So like my kids like certain things and everything. So in saying that, what would be your favorite thing that's on the menu?
Wow, in terms of the favorite thing that's on the menu, I see my son Mark here is bringing out one of my favorites. And this is actually...
All right. See, this is the good thing is that I'm trying to stay away from cards, but when I do my podcast, cards don't count.
Carbs are off the table.
Yeah, so this is fantastic.
So
what is this?
So we got spinach rolls, we got pepperoni rolls, and we got chicken. Our newest is chicken bacon ranch rolls. And these things are absolutely amazing. I'm going to have one too. Why not? It's live, right? So this one here is a pepperoni roll.
Whoops. Oh, you're good.
And these are one of the most popular appetizers that we have.
This is delicious.
Thank you.
Absolutely delicious.
Tanya, what's your favorite?
My favorite is the steak and cheese sub.
Oh,
and I love cooking it on the grill. It's just so much fun. So that's one of my favorites. Another one of my favorites is if you like sandwiches, is the gyro. Lamb and beef gyro.
Oh,
that's a good one as well. But yes, I love our steak and cheese.
That is good. I'm gonna have another one soon.
So many people don't even know that this is on the menu. They'll come in and they'll order just pizza and they see what we have on that menu and they taste the pepperoni rolls and they're just
that is good. We need a full beverage here. All right, so there's a lot of pizza places out there. A lot of pizza joints, a lot of places you can order from. What separates Manhattan Pizza from your competition?
You know what? I have all respect for anybody that's in the restaurant business. All those other places, they have great food. Food is subjective, right? So I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, we got the best pizza in the world. I might think so. Michael, you might think it's terrible.
I think it's great.
And that's fine, right? And we're okay with that. And that's one of the beauties of our menu. There's something on the menu for everyone. So you come in with a family of 4 or 5, you want pizza, or the kids want pizza, you want a sandwich, your wife wants a salad, whatever it may be. Pasta. We have it all. So I think definitely one of the things that makes us stand out is the menu itself.
It's funny you said because last weekend I got the family special for $19.99, and we got salad, spaghetti, which my kids love, and pizza. I threw in an extra pizza for me because I eat a lot, plus the thin crust. So no, it's great. So you mentioned last year this right hook, left hook, really combo that we all got, which was COVID-19. How did you guys respond to that? Because for many of us, obviously, remember it was only going to last 2 weeks.
Sure.
And then we had shut down. So how did you guys audible to obviously still, being committed to the community service, serving the community and staying afloat?
Sure. So, first and foremost, we counted our blessings because, there are so many other restaurants and businesses out there that, didn't make it or didn't have an opportunity to make it. And when we got into the pizza business, we did not, obviously, we never even really thought of a pandemic, or something like that. Who did?
No.
But the pizza business is somewhat built for, we learned that it's built for a pandemic. We didn't anticipate it, but we learned that it is built for a pandemic because a lot of our business is delivery and takeout. And obviously with the, closures of indoor seating and all that kind of stuff, that forced, folks, to deliver and take out. And that's something that is a staple about it. It's what we do.
One thing I wanted to say and give you guys a big shout out, because my wife works at WakeMed, is I saw you guys again giving back to the community, contributing to the community, just donating to a lot of people that were obviously on the front line. So I just want to say thank you for that. That's big time. So then eventually we had the orders where you could open up, have the inside, because I'm here at Holly Springs, guys. You guys can't see this, but it's absolutely awesome. It's brand new, but clean, just great atmosphere, TVs, like the fish too. That's cool. But this is just a great place to come with your family. So make sure you come and check it out. But when you guys opened up, Was it challenging to make sure everything was safe and clean and following the guidelines?
Yeah, so, I mean, in terms of safety and sanitation, it's what we do, right? I mean, you go to a restaurant, forget the pandemic, you go to a restaurant, you don't even want to think twice whether or not the food is safe and healthy, or else you wouldn't be going there.
Right.
So, for that, that's what we did. That's what we did. But obviously, we took some additional precautions, between the face mask, more gloves, more wiping down, like things that you would never even, wipe down on every other hour basis, that kind of thing. So it did challenge us in that ways. We had to, train our drivers a little bit. They had to adjust what they did because we started contactless delivery. Probably, one of the biggest services that we provide was curbside pickup, which, a lot of places have done. But we had we're fortunate that we had a lot of customers here, put it that way, especially on Friday, Saturday, Sunday evenings. And we actually set up a tent outside, had people check in at the tent. They parked throughout this parking lot, and then we brought food out to their car, that kind of stuff. So it taught us some things and certainly forced us to get better. And now that things are slowly snapping back into some sense of normal,
it feels weird.
It does.
It does feel
I went into a Sheets today with no mask. I felt weird. I was like, guys, let's go.
We have people who have been on our staff for over a year since we opened this store. They didn't have their mask on yesterday, and I'm like, who are you?
Yeah, you recognize them.
Put your hand back up so I can see from your eyes up. It is definitely weird. Even customers coming in, they're not sure. Should I have my mask on? Should I not have my mask on?
Yeah, I think what happened was just happened so quickly, and so Tanya, tell everybody listening what you love about what you do.
I love to see people's reaction on their face when we bring out their food. Sometimes they don't even, they don't expect it, thinking it's just pizza place, it's just pizza, not a big deal. But when we bring out their food to the table and they start eating it and they're enjoying it, that gives me great pleasure. And we sit and we talk to them. We become friends with them. We communicate with them. I mean, there's so many of our customers that are good friends now.
Yeah, it's about the relationship.
It's really the beautiful relationship that we have built. Absolutely. And I don't know, I'm so grateful for that, and I see that. But yes, the reaction and how people are so satisfied when they come in here. And again, like John was saying before, it's not, the food may not be the best for everybody. Everybody has different tastes, and some people don't like spiciness, some people don't like sweetness. So it's a choice that they but our service, our communication with our customers, I think is huge for us, and it gives us great pleasure.
Michael, you mentioned the word relationship, and I know that's really, really, critical in your business, what you do, and it's something that, I've admired from afar, getting to know you, first from being a customer of ours, and then, we partner on a couple different things. But, the relationship is key.
It is.
And people ask me all the time, John, you're in retail for, 18 years or whatever, selling toys, selling diapers, selling baby food. How do you transition to this pizza business? And really, the answer is simple. I treat this business, yes, we're in the pizza business, we're in the food business, but we are in the retail business. Retail business is about loyalty. It's about people, right? It's about repeat business. It's all about people. And for me, it's, for us, I should say, it's about surrounding ourselves with the right people. I don't claim to be, the restaurateur that's been in this industry forever, but I surround myself with the right people, and I just really use the basics of retail, of just good people relationships. That's what's most critical.
Because you're exactly right. Because you want people to keep coming back over and over, and then tell your friends about the experience. And so that leads me to my next question. Many people that may be watching or listening, or are they're working a job maybe they're not happy with per se, and they're always ready to make that jump. Say, I want to start my own business. In this case, in the restaurant business. What advice would you give somebody listening right now to take that plunge or that leap, where they're maybe not too sure how to go about it? What was the one thing that you could say, all right, this is what either you may have learned after the fact, or what they can do to get them on their journey?
So
get ready to work. That's all I can say. One, get ready to work. It's not easy. It's very challenging. So yes, you don't think that everything's going to just be handed to you. The job is going to get done, especially during this pandemic right now. We've had a lot of, unemployment has been, obviously, nobody wants to work, actually. So it's been very, very challenging for us, but in that terms that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a question here from, I think you may know this guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Leonard
boy.
Molite. Oh boy.
What is your delivery radius?
Well, not to Massapequa, Long Island. It's a little bit far out of the distance. But hey, Lenny, how are you out there? Say hello to Mom and Dad and Laura and Michael and all the nieces and nephews. We miss you guys. We haven't seen you. What now?
So how far do
years.
you deliver?
So great question, Lenny. Great question. Sorry, the Islanders lost last night, but anyway.
Go Canes,
Go
baby.
Canes, go Canes. But we deliver up to 5 miles.
That's
you
a
know,
good distance, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a good distance. So
If there's a catering order, we obviously will go a lot further if there's a, catering order for business or something.
And I just kind of want to go back to one thing
Uh-huh.
your last question about, which I think Tanya answered great in terms of get ready to work. But I think most importantly, no matter what it is in life, you got to love what you got to do. You got to love what you do, right?
You have to.
And when you wake up and you can go to work and it doesn't feel like work, it's because you love what you do. And that's, important in any business, in any group, in any project, in any church, whatever, it is. Love what you do.
I think that's so important because I do the same thing. I love, obviously being in real estate, you love helping people. That's our main objective. But I also make real estate fun. And I go to work every day with different things I like to do. Obviously, I love my videos, I love my marketing,
Absolutely.
but I have fun. But I want to help people at the same time, especially people that are close to me, especially help them with their business. I want to be known more than just a real estate agent. I want to be that real estate expert that can help people navigate or connect.
And you're good at it.
Thank you very much.
Not good,
So
you're great at it.
You're great at it.
what is the future for you guys, and where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Sure.
Is there more stores on the horizon, or you just?
Absolutely.
All right.
My wife is looking with a different set of eyes because she's thinking about the work, but no, we didn't get into this just for 1 or 2 stores. Really the future is endless. The future is endless, but it's about having the right people. So if there's anybody out there, and I'm being honest with you, if anybody's out there that's looking to get into their own business, looking to make that leap, maybe from a different career, give us a call. Give us a call because we're definitely looking for people to grow with us. That's what's going to hold us back.
Cool.
Is that we are a business, that we can only grow as quickly or as fast as the people that we have with us. So if there are some career-minded people that are looking for a change, give us a call. We'll just sit down, we'll chat, we'll have a couple of slices or whatever. We'd love to talk shop, love to talk business, no matter what kind of business you're in. This is absolutely a place that you can grow and have a good career. Take care of your family.
So real fast, I like to ask this, you guys, off the top of your head, is there a funny story about the restaurant, an anecdote that someone may not know, maybe something that happened at work, or just something that was just funny that happened? I usually catch people off guard with that one.
That is
You are. I mean, there's every day there's something great that happens here, and
the time you dressed up as the elf for our Santa Christmas party.
I can't wait to do that.
Yeah,
I can't wait to do that.
We'll be back this year.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, but every customer that comes in, we have that opportunity to sit and chat. There's a story, right? We all have our stories, and there's one gentleman who was just sitting over the booth today. He is here, no kidding, every day. The only time he hasn't been here was when he had to go to the mountains to watch his son's cats and take care of them. But he has been here every day for the last 6 months. Okay,
That's big time.
big time.
Yeah.
Okay, and this gentleman,
When he
this is fun. Actually, here's a funny story. So for the 6 months, Michael, and Tom, you don't even know this yet because it just happened today. He gets the same thing every day. Loves his one particular sandwich.
What is that?
Absolute Italian hoagie. Loves his
It has to be
Italian
a certain
hoagie.
way.
Yeah, it's amazing. He just loves it. He comes here during his break and all that kind of stuff. So we got to know this customer. I don't want to share his name here, but before we see him in the parking lot, we already started making this thing. We got it going. So today there was a little bit of a line. He comes in. Our cook comes over to me and says, "Hey, John, what does so-and-so usually get?" Because she's new with us, but she recognized him already. And I said, "Okay, it's the Italian hoagie. This is how you prepare it." So the next thing you know, she starts making, she puts the sandwich up on the window, and all of a sudden we see the ticket and it has his name on it. Today he orders a Manhattan Club.
Oh, no.
For 6 months he's been ordering Italian hoagie. Through a curveball, he ordered a Manhattan Club. So I don't know if that's going to be the next sandwich for the next 6 months. But anyway, we love our customers. You know, we love the people that we deal with each and every day. We love you, Mike. You know, you've just been a great friend that, you know, started out as a customer, but again, I admire what you do for your customers. And
I'm glad you guys had me today.
Yeah.
So that's great. All right, last question, then I'm going to let you guys wrap up by telling how everybody can reach out to you. And this is a question I ask everybody. I've had 23 phenomenal answers. Now I'm going to have 24. I know if and when the Super Terb podcast retires, I'm thinking about putting a book together with everybody's advice. But so my question is, what's the best advice you've ever and by who? Answer or one, or however you want to do it.
So, I mean, I'll go back, you know, to one of my mentors back in the day in retail, senior vice president of the Babies R Us division. And he told me when I was young and dumb, didn't really know much. And he says, John, he goes, remember, it's always people before the process. He goes, when you start putting the process over the people and it becomes just all about the numbers and you forget about the people, then you're in the wrong business or something has changed or whatever. So I always keep that in the back of my mind. It's always about the people.
Got it? Got something?
Oh, boy.
Best advice you've ever been given. Oh, we got something coming. This is exciting.
A lot of best advice I've ever been given. Oh my gosh. What's the saying? It's better to ask for forgiveness.
Oh, better for ask for forgiveness for permission. Yeah, I like that too. That means expanding your thing there. So that's awesome. So tell me real fast. This is I don't even know what's going on right now. Look at this.
I don't know if I can show this without ruining your camera. So we got some great gelato. We make it homemade here. My son Mark, who's off camera there, he makes this stuff, and it is phenomenal. Today we got we got lemon cake. Okay, lemon cookie cake. We got a watermelon sorbetto, which is water-based, and this is all for you. So we're not sharing. This is
really,
this is good. So that's lemon cake.
It looks really good though.
Lemon cake cookie. This one here. You tell me what you think it is.
Now, which is it?
Yeah, I'll tell you. You tell me what you think it is.
Some sort of berry.
Yeah.
Blueberry
cheesecake. Is that refreshing?
Good.
Yeah.
Last one. Strawberry.
Is that strawberry? Yeah, strawberry sorbetto. So sorbetto is a water-based.
Yep.
It's like an Italian ice. Sorbet. Yeah.
This is all great. All right, real quick before we take my last break, come back with the local beer of the week. Tell everybody how they can reach you, where you're located. Of course, I'll tag you on all the social. You'll be on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube.
Sure.
So our two locations are the one in Raleigh is in Falls Point, in the Harris Theater and Cole Shopping Center. So that's north Raleigh. Our second location is 305 Matthews Drive in Holly Springs. We're in a new shopping center. There's a new Planet Fitness and a butcher's market and just a couple other little restaurants in here. So that's the two locations. You can reach us on manhattanpizza.com. Click on the Holly Springs location and the Raleigh location. You can give us a call on our cell phone numbers, and always we're available. And of
your cell phone number, Tania?
860-597-1428.
And my cell phone number is 919-802-5975. And again, if anybody wants to talk shop, want to talk business, by all means, give us a call. Come hang out.
Awesome.
We'll have a good time.
I'm going to take a quick break, come back on the other side, local beer of the week. You guys are going to hang with me. I'm going to talk about one that's really, I'm in their neck of the woods. So we'll be right back. And welcome back to the Super Terb Podcast. Again, I'm your host, Michael Turbot, your local real estate expert with the Untitled Group, CollegePlease, a.k.a. Super Terb, a.k.a. Coach Terb. And I'm back for my final segment with John and Tania Molite, Manhattan Pizza. And we'll talk about my local beer of the week. And I knew I was coming to Holly Springs. And I'm actually going to talk about one of my favorites. And what's really cool, it's Bombshell Brewery in Holly Springs, but it's the only all-woman-owned brewery. I think that or the first. It was very cool. And my favorite beer there, and it's seasonal, so I don't think they have it right now, though, is a coconut stout. But they have all variety kinds of beer. They have seasonal, and they've got their staples. You need to go and check them out. on their website, but their tap room is awesome. They have a food truck there. They have events there. So make sure I'll tag them on the post, but go and check them out. If you go, make sure you tell them Terb sent you. I don't know if they'll give you a free beer or not, but it'll still be cool to tell them I sent you. Are you guys familiar with Bombshell?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They really are like 3 minutes down the road. It's great. I've actually been wanting to reach out to them if there's something that they can maybe put them on our tap.
Yeah, it's awesome. So Bombshell Brewery. And then, of course, guys, I get all my beer at a North Raleigh location at Taylor's Wine Shop. My friends there, Ben Cash. And go check them out. Taylor Cash, go say hello. Tell them Terb sent you, but they have all the local beer, craft beer, wine that you can choose from, as well as Dee's Bottle Shop over there off Falls the New Falls the News. Go check them out. Tell them Terb sent you. I'm always about helping and supporting local. So again, I'm so thankful, guys. Thanks for coming on the Super Terb Podcast. You can check out my friends at Manhattan Pizza. And as always, guys, listen, go and subscribe if you like what you hear. You can find me on Apple Podcasts. You can find me on Spotify. You can follow me on my YouTube channel, Michael Turbot, my obviously Michael Turbot Realtor business page. I'm even dabbling in TikTok now. Ooh. But the biggest thing is if there's anything we can do to help you accomplish your real estate goals, that's our number one thing. Please reach out to me. Again, it's Michael Turbot, your local real estate expert with the Untitled Chapter Group, Coldwell Banker HBW. And as always, guys, remember, who you work with matters. And we'll see you next time on the Super Terb Podcast.